Hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining how to solve the revision pack for grade 7. Question number 1, we have 1.3 times 100. So this question we have multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. So first of all, you should know that if we are multiplying by 10 or 100 or 1000, then we are moving the decimal point to the right. So for multiplication, we move the decimal point to the right. If it is 10, one step. If it's 100, 2 steps. 1000, 3 steps. However, in division, I am moving the decimal point to the left side. Again, same thing. 10 is 1 step, 100, 2 steps, 1000 is 3 steps. Now, the first one, 1.3 times 100. So I need to move the decimal point 2 steps because it's 100. So the first step, the decimal point is out. So it's 13. And now I need to move the second step, but there is no value. So we add a 0. So it's 130. Then 370 divided by 1000. I need to move the decimal point to the left, as we said, 3 steps. Now here there's no decimal, so I will bring it from outside. 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. So it's 0.370. But I cannot leave before the decimal point empty, so we have to put 0. So it's 0.370. Then, next one, 51.84 times 10. So times 10, we move it to the right. 1 step. So it's 518.4. We move it 1 step. Now divide by 10, we move it 1 step to the left. So it's 0.825. Next one times 100, we move it 2 steps. So it will stay here. 1.7. Between 1 and 7. Last one, divide by 10. We move it to the left 1 step. So 0.0063. As we said before, the decimal, it can't be empty, so we put 0. Now, question number 2. Find the answer of each expression. Here we said we have 3 things. Let me just summarize it here. First thing, if we have 2 signs coming together, so let's say 2 signs next to each other, what do I have to do? Combine or multiply them. So if I have 2 signs next to each other, we have to multiply them and combine them, make them 1 sign only. Then the second step, compare signs. This is after doing the first one. So we compare the signs. If it is same, we should add. If it is different, we should subtract. Then last step, for the answer, take the sign of largest value. So by following these 3 steps, all the answers will be correct for all type of questions. Now, first we have plus and minus. This is step number 1. We have 2 signs next to each other. So we combine them or we multiply them. So plus times minus is minus. Now, how do I read the question? It becomes like this. 10 minus 6. This is simple, but let's compare the signs. We compare signs now. 10 is positive, 6 is negative. So it's different signs. So what should I do? We subtract. Always we subtract bigger minus smaller. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now I need to get the sign of the answer. It says take the sign of the largest value. So which one is larger, 10 or 6? 10. What's the sign of it? Positive. So it's positive 4. Next one we have plus and minus. It's also minus. Now we have minus 1, minus 7. Now I'm checking the second step. Compare signs. If they are same, add them. So minus 1, minus 7. Both of them are negative values. So it's same sign. So we add them. 7 plus 1, 8. Then take the sign of the biggest value, 7. It's minus 8. Next one, we don't have the first step. So we go to the second step. We compare them. We have minus, minus. So it's the same sign. So we add them. 8 plus 7, 15. 5, we carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 1, 4. Now the sign of the biggest, 2.7, is minus. Next one we have minus and minus will be plus. So 7 plus 14.11. So that 7 is a unit. We should add it with the 4 because 4 is also a unit. So 14 plus 7, 21.11. Last one we have minus minus. This is plus. So we have minus 25 plus 8. We compare the signs. It's different. Minus and plus different. So we subtract. 25 minus 8, 17. Now take the sign of the largest value. 25 is larger than 8. The sign of it is minus, so it's minus 17. Question number 3. Convert these units. So we should memorize that from gram to kilogram, I should divide, we should divide by 1,000. So divide by 1,000, as we said, the first question, the decimal point, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3.950 kilogram. Next one, 15.5 millimeter. So from millimeter to centimeter, we divide by 10. So we move the decimal one step left. So it's 1.55. Then from liter to milliliters, we multiply by 1,000. So move the decimal 3 steps to the right. So it's 75. Last one, we have from meter squared to centimeter squared. Now, what I know that is from meter to centimeters, we multiply normally by 100. Now this is meter square. This is centimeter square. So we multiply by 100 square. What does mean 100 square? Means 100 times 100 equal to 10,000. 4 zeros. So here when we multiply, it will be, we should add 40. So 250,000. Find the area of each shape. First of all, we should write the formula. So the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2. So 6 times 8 divided by 2. Now 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Now the unit, it was centimeter. This is area, so centimeter squared. Now next shape, it's parallelogram. Area is equal to base times height. That's it. So base and height should be perpendicular. Means that there should be a right angle between them. So this is the base, this is the height. That 10 is not important. So 15 times 9 equal to 45. We carry 4, 9, and 4, 13. So 135. And the unit, centimeter squared. Now the last shape, we have different sides. So these are different bases, okay? It's okay, we can rotate the shape. So 7 and 4 are the bases. This is A, this is B, and since there's a right angle here, so this is the height. Now, what's the formula of the area of the trapezium? It's A, the first base, plus B, second base, divided by 2, times the height. This is the formula to find the area. So here, A plus B, it's 4 plus 7. Over 2, and then times 6. Now, 4 plus 7 is 11, divided by 2 is 5.5. Then 5.5 times 6, we multiply 5 by 6 is 0. It's 30, we carry 3. 6 by 5, again 30, and we add that 3 is 33. And that 0 should be after decimal, so we remove it. So the answer is 33. What's the unit? Centimeter squared. So without memorizing the formula, we cannot find the area. So please memorize it. Question 5. Find the surface area and the volume of this 3D shape. So volume is very easy. V is equal to length times width times height. This is the formula. 3 dimensions. Length is 6 times width is 4 times height, which is 2. So 6 times 4 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. And then centimeter, this time it's a volume, so it's cube. So centimeter cubed. Why? Because I'm multiplying 3 values. Then we have the surface area. Surface area means that, so the cuboid, it has 6 faces. This is 1, and the opposite at the back, there is 2. This is a 3. On the right side, it's 4. Now the top is 5, and then down, it's 6. So this cuboid has 6 faces. When I say the surface area, it means I need to find the area of this face, the area of this face, the area of this face, and then multiply it by 2 because the other faces are similar to those 3. So let's find the area. Surface area. So let me do it for this part. We have 6 times 2. Base times height. This is 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. So that part is 12. Plus. Now let's do on the right side here. It's 4 times 2, which is 8. Plus. Now the upper part, the top, it's 6 times 4. What's the formula? Base times height. 6 times 4, or length times width. So 6 times 4 is 24. Now, these 3 faces are repeated again. So we multiply by 2 to make it 6 faces. So now, 8 and 12, 20. 20 and 24 is 44. And then outside we have times 2, so we multiply by 2. So the answer is 88. And the unit is centimeter squared, because it's an area, surface area. So it should be squared. Now find the missing value. In this question, the area is given, but sometimes the base or the height are missing, so we need to find them. So in the first one, the area is 24, the base is 12, we don't know the height. So since the shape is triangle, we should use the area of the triangle. So let's write it. It's base times height divided by 2. Now let's substitute the values that we know. The base is 12. This is the base. Times, I don't know the height, over 2 equals to, we know that the area is 24. Is given here. Now how do we find the height? First of all, we divide 12 divided by 2. We will have 6. Now what do we have? We have 6h equal to 24. But I don't need 6h, I need only h. So what do I have to do to remove it? We should divide by 6 on both sides. So on the left side, when you divide by 6, it will cancel. So now we have only h. Now on the right hand side, 24 divided by 6 is 4. What's the unit? Centimeter. So the height of that triangle should be 4 centimeter. Now part B, again triangle, we have 54. So it's base times height, we don't know the base, times 9 over 2 equal to 54. So if we need to find the answer, maybe we can multiply by 2 to remove that fraction here. So let's multiply here by 2 and multiply here by 2. So the answer will be 108. So 108 is now the new value of the right hand side. And on the left side, we have B times 9. So I either say 108 divided by 9, or we say which number, if I multiply it by 9, I will get 108. We know that 10 times 9 is 90. We need 18 more, so which is 2. So 10 and 2, 12. The answer is 12. So the base is equal to 12 centimeters. Next one, we have parallelogram. The area of it is base times height. It's equal to 140 is given. Now, what's the base? The base is 14. So instead of B, let me remove it. I get 14. So 14 times something, it will be 104. So what is the height? It's 10. Because 10 times 14 is 140. Or you can say that h is equal to 140 divided by, next to which we do have 14, so divide by 14. So you divide 14 over 14 is 1, and then you add the 0, it's 10 centimeters. Now, next shape is a trapezoid. So the first base is A. It's given, it's 8. The second base is B, not given, and the height is 4. So let's try the formula. A plus B over 2 times H, which is 4. And this one, the answer of it should be equal to 40. Now we can cancel that 2, and that 4 will be 2. Here it's cancelled. Then we can divide by 2 to remove this part. So 40 will be 20. And then, so we have here 8 plus B equal to 20. So I take 8 to the other side, will be minus 8. So 20 minus 8 is 12. Now question 7. Write these sentences using algebraic notation. So we have the problem is written. We need to make it using algebraic notation. So I think of a number. When I hear this word, I think of a number. I don't know that number, so we write x. Then it says multiply it by 7. 7 times x is 7x. And add 1. So it's 7x plus 1. Then, next one, I think of a number divided by 4. So I think of a number is x. Divided by 4. And subtract 2, it's minus 2. Now part C, I think of a number, x, and then it says add 6, and then multiply by 5. So you know that priority for multiplication. So in order to make x plus 6 together, I should put them in bracket. And then we multiply by 5. Next one, I think of a number and multiply it by itself. So I'm thinking of x times itself. So this is x squared. X times x is x squared. Last one, I think of a number and multiply it by another number. So we need here two variables. I think of a number and I multiply it by the second number. So it's x, y. Or you can use any letters that you like. Now, question 8. Expand and simplify. So here we have bracket. Outside the bracket, there is numbers. So between the bracket here, between the bracket and the 8, there is no any sign, plus or minus or anything. So it means that it's multiplication. Now, how do we multiply? We multiply the first value by the bracket. So we multiply 8 times 5 and then 8 times 2m, step by step. So first, 8 times 5 is 40 plus 8 times 2m. We multiply numbers first. 8 times 2, 16. And then we put m. Now this is the same thing. Plus 3 times 5, 15. Now 3 times minus 3. 3 times minus 3 is minus 9m. So this is called expand. We expand the bracket. Now what do I have to do? We should simplify it. How do we simplify it? We add the like terms. 16m minus 9m. So 16 minus 9 is 7m. Then we have 40 plus 15, 55. Can we simplify more? No. So 7m plus 55 is simplified. Now, next one, we do 4 times w and 4 times 7. 4 times w is 4w plus 4 times 7, 28. Next, we have minus 2 times 2w. So it's minus 4w. Minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Now again we simplify. I have 4w minus 4w. It's 0, cancelled. 28 minus 2 is 26. This is the answer. Next we have 9 times 1, 9 times 2y. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 9 times 2, 18y, then plus 9 minus 3y. Now we simplify, we add the like terms. 8y minus 18y minus 3y is 15y. Because 18 minus 3 is 15. Then 9 plus 9 is 18. So we should put the variable first, the y first, and then the numbers. 15y plus 18. Okay. Next one. I should multiply 5y by 3y and 5y by z. Now first we multiply numbers. 5 times 3, 15. Then y times y, y squared. Then 5 times, it's only z, so it's 1. 5 times 1 is 5. And then y times z, it's yz. We just put them next to each other. Y times z is yz. So we have 5yz. Okay, now minus 2y times 4y minus 2y times minus 3z. Step by step. Minus 2y times 4y, it's minus 8y squared. Then we multiply signs. Minus times minus plus numbers. 2 times 3, 6. And then y times z is yz. Now we try to add the like terms. For example, y squared, 15 minus 8, 7, y squared. Then 5yz plus 6yz, it's 11 yz. Because 5 plus 6, 11, and then yz, we write them the same. Okay, question. Now we have this still here one part. So 4c times 3c, 4c times minus c squared, and here the same thing. Now 4 times 3, 12, c times c is c squared. Then we have 4 times nothing here times 1, it's 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. The sign is negative. Then c times c square. In multiplication, we add the powers. So c power 2 and c power 1 will be c power 3. Then next part, we have minus 2 times 4 minus 8 c squared. And then minus times minus plus. And then 2 times 5 is 10. So we have minus times minus plus. Okay, 2 times 5, 10. Then c squared times c is c cubed. Now we simplify the like terms. We start always from the highest power. 10c cubed minus 4c cubed. It's 6c cubed. Then 12c squared minus 8c squared. This is plus 4c squared. Can I simplify more? No, they are different. C cubed and c squared are different. Now last one. Here, as you can see, there's 2 brackets. There's nothing outside. What does that mean? This means that we need to multiply both brackets by each other. How do we multiply them? We take the first value, 2x, we multiply it by the second bracket. And then the second value will be multiplied by the second bracket. Now first let's multiply using the red one, the red part. We have 2x times 4x. This is 8x squared. 2 times 4 is 8. X times x, x squared. Then 2x times minus 6y. So first we multiply signs. Plus and minus is minus. 3 times 6. Sorry, 2 minus 6 is 12. And then x times y is xy. Now, and we finished the red part, now the blue part. And we multiply 4 by the second bracket. So 4 times 4, 16x. And then plus times minus is minus. 4 times 6 is 24. Y. 24y. Okay, now we simplify the like terms. Let's check, do we have any like terms? First, we start with the highest power. We have x squared. We don't have another x squared. We have xy. We don't have xy. We have x. And we have here only y. So there's nothing. It's simplified. Now, last question. Substitute these values into each expression. So we have expressions here. And then here I have the values of the variable. So n minus 2, n4, p3, and q is minus 8. So here we only need to substitute. So we change the values, we change the variables, and we write their values. First one, m is minus 2. And then n is 4. So 4 minus 2 equal to 2. Next one, p plus q minus 2n. What is p? P is a 3. What is q is minus 8. And then minus 2n. This minus 2n, I will write it like this. Minus 2. Instead of n, I would put 4. Which means it's multiplied. So I should multiply minus 2 by 4. Because then it's minus 2 times n. 3 minus 8. Right, for multiplication. So minus 8. Now, minus 8 minus 8. This is minus 16. Minus 16 plus 3 will be minus 13. Now, next one, C, we have 2q minus p. Q is minus 8. So minus 8 times 2 is minus 16. Then we put minus p. What is p? Is 3. Now we need to, should I add or subtract these numbers? We check their signs. This is negative, this is negative. So they have the same sign, so we add them. 16 and 3, 19. Now we take the sign of the biggest value. Which one is bigger, 16 or 3? 16 is bigger, so we take minus. So the answer is minus 19. Now D, 3 times m. What is m? M is minus 2. Minus 2 times the 3 is minus 6. Then what is q here? Q is minus 8. So we do minus 8. Don't forget is multiplied by minus 2. Minus times minus plus. 8 times 2, 16. So 16 minus 6 is 10. Last one, it says m squared. What does that mean? M is minus 2. You make it square plus 4p. What's the value of p? Is it 3? Why in bracket? Because I'll multiply it. Then plus q, which is minus 8. Now we multiply or we expand the bracket here. Minus 2 squared, which means minus 2 times minus 2. Minus times minus is a plus. 2 times 2 is 4. Then plus 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And then q is minus 8. Now let's find the answer. 4 plus 12 is 16. 16 minus 8 is positive 8. So hope you understand. Please study hard and good luck.